What is good, Life Podcast official? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here. It is episode 31, which is crazy. We
Yes,
keep, bro. We're
sir.
like we're like slowly getting there. We're close to 50. We on the run. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
on the race there, bro.
we
But
really
hey,
facts. We really grinding right now. We really grinding. We really grinding.
for show skis, bro, and ain't nothing gonna stop that. You feel me? Ain't nothing gonna stop that, bro. We on the grind, man. But
Facts, bro. We
hey,
on the
man, how
grind,
was
man.
your Wednesday? How was your little one day off? You know what I'm saying?
Wednesday, Wednesday was good. Hey, bro. You know what's crazy? Like literally, like 2, 3 weeks ago, I was saying like, yo, Wednesdays are my hardest days. Like, whenever it comes to
Yeah, you did say that.
Wednesdays, I have mental. I did say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Wednesday's my strongest days. I ain't gonna lie, Wednesdays really pull me through the week, bro. Like
Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy. Like it's really like a mind thing. Like, I used to be like, bro, Wednesdays so hard, bro. When I get to win, I'm full. Like 2, 3 weeks now, bro. Like Wednesdays been my strongest days. Like Wednesdays were really like push me through the week. Like, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like Monday, Tuesday, you come in the week strong. Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you still, but Wednesday, like I figured it out. Like I literally like yo, like Wednesday is like your break day. Like Wednesday, you just take your mind off everything and you reset.
Yeah.
And once I start doing that, like Wednesdays be him. Like I look forward to Wednesdays more than Fridays now. Like I'll be, what's up
Okay.
Wednesday? Where Wednesday at? You feel me? That's how I be.
I
So
like that.
My Wednesday, bro, it was good. Yesterday like a good reset. Like I kind of like prepared myself for the weekend to come up. Got my mind straight. I took a break from content. Took a break from, my little platform I got going on, all that stuff, and I just came back to the creator and then remember my purpose. But your boy back now. From we here
Yes, sir.
Thursday. We finna turn up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like it's really yeah. You feel
Nothing
me?
but
But
up
how's
from
your
here,
Wednesday,
man.
bro? How's your Wednesday?
Oh man, my Wednesday, bro, it was pretty good yesterday, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of learning. I actually like kind of like how you was, bro. Like you wasn't as much on content. That's kind of how I was yesterday. I wasn't as much on content. I was more so focused on growing with God really yesterday. So that was the main
That's
important
W.
thing,
That's
bro. I'm not
W.
gonna lie. So my day was good. At the end of the day, hey, the day was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
growing.
fact.
Hey, I'm learning every day.
That's fact, bro.
I can't, I can't, I
Hey,
can't
and that's how you
complain,
grow the
bro.
fastest though, because like once you connect to the creator, you become more in rhythm with him. You become more filled of him, right? You kind of
Facts.
be like, dang, like I'm not doing this for me, or this is not coming from me.
Yep.
God is providing me this. You feel me? And once you get that mindset, everything really start coming abundantly. So it's like it's always
Facts.
good to take those moments off to really like focus on the creator. So that's deep, bro. That's deep. That's the W in the book.
That's facts, man. And to get
Sure.
on to the topic today, bro, what is the importance of stability? Hmm.
Stability is everything.
Ooh.
Like stability is real deep. Last week we talked about awareness, right?
Right.
Awareness is stability is the foundation of awareness, right? Like
Mm.
you have to be grounded in what you're aware of, because like it's your awareness can go right, but if you're stable and you have control of your emotions, control over your everything, and you're grounded to what you know the most, then that's when your awareness rises, and that's when your base. The stability is like the base. Literally, it's the base. If you have a small base, you have a small awareness, you have a small heart, you have a small everything. So stability is really the foundation of everything. What about you, bro? How you feel about that?
I feel like stability can be broken into many different ways, to be honest, bro. We got like
True.
if you think about it, we got stability as in like physical, health, right? We got stability as in wealth, money, stuff
Yeah.
like that. We got
Okay.
stability with mindset. So I feel
Yeah.
like there's a whole bunch of different things that go with stability. So I agree with you're saying. Like stability is
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
everything on a deeper level than what we even think. It's like you said, the foundation is literally the
Foundation.
foundation
Yeah.
because it's not just about being stable as in like how do I want to how do I want to say it, like there's not no one way to be stable. You only find
Mm.
your own like way of being stable within yourself. You know what I mean? Like the way I'm
Mm.
stable might not be the same way you can be stable. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
like you have to find your lane with your stability, but it's like you got to
True.
know what you got going on with yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like you
That right there.
once you figure out what you want, what you got going on, then you can start, taking your stability to the next level. Because now it's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
grounded. I know who I am. I know what I want to do, and now you can
That
make
right
those moves. So that's what I would say.
there. I like that you said that because that's really the biggest thing, right? Like once you find the base of who you are, then you become grounded, like you
Yeah,
become more wholesome. And the biggest thing that you said, like I think that's most important, like stability comes with everything, right? Stability is the form of everything. Like if you're a person, like in your head, like you say like I want to be a fitness person, I want to be a very fitted person, I want to be a strong person. You have to be grounded to that. And a person who's fitness and does all these things, they're going to work out, they're going to go to the gym, they're going to take care of their body, they're going to do all these things to be a fitted person. But if you're not like grounded to who you are, then you're not going to be strong, right? Like and also the biggest thing with stability is like stability is not saying, oh, I'm going to get through it, I'm going to work through it. Like no,
facts.
stability, you want to grow through it, right? You want to become the strongest. Like you want to grow from a plant to a big tree. Like you want to grow, you want to elevate. And whenever
Yeah,
you do that, you become more open to things, right? Like you're not moving off your nervous system. You're moving off what you're grounded by. Like you become more firm in your belief.
yeah.
So stability is real big, real big.
That's facts, bro. And I agree, bro. And stability comes with like being consistent too. Consistency comes with being
Yeah.
stable. Also being stable also is decision making, right? Like
Ooh.
being able to make a decision that, like, with a stable mind, being able to make a decision that can better help your future instead of off instincts. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Off just, oh, what the first thing that we think of, oh, do, let's do this,
Yeah.
instead of doing the right thing, which is being stable, being
Ooh.
grounded with yourself, even just decision making. Like, you know what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
So
I like that.
I will add to
And I
that.
want to go along with that because that's big. Because like when you're stable, you kind of like see things before it happen, right? You kind of like see your opportunities, right?
Yeah,
Let's say for instance, let's say your friend texts you, say, yo, bro, let's go to a party. If you're stable, you have a conscious mind, you're strong minded, you're not gonna go to the party because you know the door that leads you to. So that's real deep, that like people don't really understand the benefits of being stable and the benefits of having a strong mindset and the benefits of consistency, right? Because if I say, I'm gonna show up for 30 days straight, and that one day somebody texts me, why would I do that, right? Like, why would I mess up my streak? Why would I mess up what I got going on? Why would I mess up becoming who I am, right? Like
yeah,
that's literally what it is. Like the more you show up, you become. And once you become, you're more firm, you're more stable. So the 30 days is like how we said, like once you understand who you are and you find your rhythm, you find yourself, that's that first step of stability, of just building that base. And the more deep you go in with building that base, like let's say you go 30 days without talking to nobody, you go 30 days with just posting straight content, you go 30 days with doing all these things, the more grounded you build your base, the more firm you are to start off with, and then you're just able to grow off that. So
yeah.
I like that you said that. That's real big. That's real big.
That's facts, bro. And stability, like you said, is the start, bro. It's stability. Then you have to be consistent. Then results
Yeah.
and stuff like that show up, but you have to be stable first. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't grow and you're trying to move all in different ways. Like, you can't grow and
Hmm.
scale one business trying to be stable in one if you got 17 of them going on, right? Like, if you
Yeah.
have 2, 3, that's manageable. You can handle that. You know what I mean? But when it's 20 different things going on, now you only could get things 10% of your energy, right? Like, you want to put
Yeah.
10% here, 10% there. You're not stable anywhere, right? You're not grounded
That's deep.
anywhere. So it's just like you're
That's
moving
deep.
around doing this, doing that, doing that, doing that, and nothing's working because you're not stable with one
Yeah.
thing. You're not stable with your purpose, right? You're not grounded with your
Hmm.
purpose. So
Hmm.
like for us, we're stable in helping people. That's our stability. That's, we help people. We like helping. We like giving back. We like doing these things. We like talking. We like motivating. These are things like we're grounded with because that's who we are. We know that's who we are, right? So we're not gonna go out and not help nobody if they need it. That doesn't make sense. You
Yes.
know what I'm
That's deep.
saying? So it's just like those
Yeah.
little decisions, right? So being stable, like, I know I'm a helper. So if I have the opportunity, it's that decision making. Do I help or do I not help?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
be
deep.
you got to be
Yeah.
stable, grounded with what you are, who you are. Like I said, we help. If that is not who you are, then you have a different thing. You are stable in a different way. It's
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find what you're stable in. Find what works with you. Find your ground base, right? Because once you find that
Yeah.
ground base, then you can be consistent. Then you can grow. Then you can see results. But you gotta find that ground base first and be stable first. Like
Yeah.
you'll never be stable trying to look around, do all these different 40 different things, right? You gotta stick to
Yeah.
one.
And that's real big that you said that, because like stability is like, it's how open you are to be able to hold something, right?
Yeah,
Like if you're not like strong enough to be able to do 40 different tasks, you're gonna overload yourself, and then once you overload yourself, what are you gonna do? You're gonna collapse
yeah,
because your base isn't big enough, your base isn't expanded enough, you're not open enough to be able to hold all of that, right? And the perfect
ooh,
example you gave was the 10%, right? You give 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, and now you're at 20%, you're at 200% because you gave all the way, and your body is only 100%. Like you only can
yeah,
hold 100%. And now you're gonna overload yourself, and now your base is collapsed. And what that's gonna do to you is gonna put you in the wrong state of mind, and now you lost everything,
yeah,
all because you tried to hold so much, rather than just taking a little by little and just slowly expanding yourself and
yeah,
opening yourself up more. And another big thing I want to like add on to this, because this is really important, right? It's the mindset. If you're a person that wants to have, let's say for example, right, you want to make $10,000 a week, right? But you're not able to manage $10,000 a week. How do you think you'll get that, right? Like if you're not
mm-hmm,
able to hold $10,000 a week, how do you think you can get that? Let alone if you're not able to hold $1,000 a week, how do you think you're going to get that, right?
facts,
And the way our brain and the nervous system works, right? Our nervous system tells us you can't hold $1,000, you can't hold $10,000. Like we have to be a control over our nervous system. We have to be stable enough to tell ourselves like you can hold
yeah,
$1,000, you can hold $10,000, and once you do that, now your body and your brain becomes in sync, and now you're able to hold more because you're more expanded, and you're fighting your nervous systems, right? So
yeah,
whenever you come across like any situation where it's like, dang, I can't do this, I can't do this, you have to tell yourself you can. And the key to this, right? Like what everyone says is, I have to see it to believe it. I disagree with that. Like I don't have to see
facts,
anything to believe it. The only way I see something is if I believe in it first. So you have to believe that you can make $10,000. You have to believe that you can hold $10,000. And then once you get it, and once you get the opportunity, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to be open enough to be firm? Are you going to be grounded? Are you going to be him to stick to who you are with that blessing?
yeah,
And that all comes from believing first, right? It's not about the eye. It's not what everyone says. Everyone says, "Oh, I have to see to believe it," and oh, that happens, then I believe it. No, it's not that. It's I believe it, and I'm going to see it. I believe, and I see. And then once you do that, once your brain comes to that, everything flows. It comes faster. You start acquiring more because your belief and your trust in God, right? That's another big thing. But stability, you want to be grounded to God, and once you're grounded and you trust God, you acquire more. You
facts.
feel me? You become more wholesome, become more real, become more pure. So stability, like we said, is everything. But it's all about the brain, how deep you go with it.
Yep. That's facts, bro. That's facts. You pretty much covered it all, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's facts, bro.
My fault. I'm
Nah, you
sorry.
good. You good. That's facts, bro. Like
It's deep. Like
it goes that
and
deep, and it really is
it
that
goes that
deep.
deep. Yeah,
But go ahead.
yeah, yeah. And I think the reason like for me is like it's really hit a little bit harder because I feel myself expanding. Like you see yourself grow. Like you see yourself like hit your stages, hit your marks, and hit like each level. And for me, like I'm slowly expanding because I'm slowly but truly seeing everything I first vision prayed for, right? And the thing is,
Vision.
this is where it gets deep at, right? Like the thing is, like I been through these last 3 months of trials, tribulations, ups and downs, but the whole time I was grounded to the one thing, like I know it's gonna work out. Like I know God placed me here for a reason. So everyone has to have the mindset, I know it's gonna
Yeah.
work out, and I know it's gonna come. Because once you have that mindset, the time doesn't matter, the how doesn't matter, the when, nothing matters, but the trust that it's gonna happen. So that's why I think like for me right now in this moment, it's hitting a little different because I'm seeing everything unfold. Like little by little by little by little,
Yeah.
and I'm able to take it in while still being me, right? Like nothing. Like if I got everything that's happening right now, if I got this a year ago, I would have been. My brain would have taken it. Like I'd have been posting, I'd have been bragging, I'd have been boasting, I'd have been like, I'm him. Y'all can't tell
Facts.
me shit. I'm up. Like forget y'all, right? But that's not the mindset now, right? Like a year ago, right? I got this tattoo. The tattoo was $2,000. I have way more than $2,000 up, not even thinking
Thinking
about
about a
posting or
tattoo.
anything like that. Right? You feel me? Because I'm more open now. I'm more able to. I'm more likely and able to receive a blessing while still being firm and stable to who I am.
Yeah.
Because I found out who I am. Right.
Yeah.
So that's why stability is really core to life.
Facts, bro. And it's very important because you need it. Like, if you not stable, like I said, bro, if you're not stable, you're gonna be falling all over the place, bro. Think about it like
Yeah.
a glass table, right? Like, if it ain't got this like
Mm.
legs on the bottom being stable to hold it, it'll break. It'll fall and break, right? Like, if you just got three legs on the
Right.
table, it's gonna fall and break. But you need all four to be stable. So that means
That's
you know what I'm saying? You want to take care of everything with yourself to be have a stable life. Your fitness, your health, your mental, all that
there
comes
you
into
go.
play with stability. So in order to keep all the you know what I'm saying, your life stable and to keep you growing every day, you gotta be stable in all stages of life. You can't like we talked about in the other live 2 days ago. You can't be, you know what I'm saying, working hard, being stable as in your job, but then eating bad, not taking care of your health because that's
Mm.
not gonna work. So you got
Yeah.
to be stable in everything. You got to take care of your health. You got to take care of, bills, things you got to do, bro. You got to do what you got to do, but you got to take care of what you got to do first before you try to do anything outside of like, what I'm saying, growing with yourself. Like, you got to
Yeah.
take care of you first. You got to grow. You got to learn how to be stable. You got to learn the things that you want to do in life so that way you can be stable. You never, you know what I'm saying? Make a plan for yourself. Make a plan on how
That
you
right
finna be
there.
stable. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. We not stable because we don't got no plan. We ain't even got no direction. You know what I'm saying?
Got no
You ain't got
structure.
literally, bro.
Yeah.
No structure. You
That's
ain't
what it is.
no plan, no
Structure.
nothing. So you just going off blindness, just feeling like you just going off your feelings. Whenever you feel like doing
That right
something, you
there.
feel like spending, you spend. When you feel like eating, you eat. When you
Mm-hmm.
feel like doing something, you do it. Instead of having a structured plan and actually doing what's on the plan, it don't matter how you feel. You could feel hungry, but guess what? You're staying grounded to your plan. I'm not gonna eat today.
That right
I'm not
there.
gonna eat till later
Yeah.
tonight. So you gotta stick to that plan more than just your own. That's
Mhm.
why it's important to make a plan instead of leaning on your own understanding, low key. But that's what I would say for that,
Like
man.
no, that's like that's a real big thing too because once you have that like that structure, that plan, you become more. It becomes more affirmative, right? Let's say for instance, like we talked about, you set a plan on the night before, right? The next day, the first thing on your plan was to wake up and pray. If you wake up and pray, your day, you start off automatically. Oh, thank you. Like you have gratitude, and then you become more in sync. You become more in sync with your life because now, okay, since I did this first step, I have to do the second step.
It's
I
like
did the second step, I do the third
motivation.
step. It's
Hmm.
like motivation. It's not literally motivation. It's just like I'm able to do it, right? Like
Yeah.
you see a plan, you see a vision, and once you see a plan, you see a vision with just your day. Imagine how your life goes, right?
Yeah.
If you're able to set something up and for the day and just win the day, that's all it is. Just win the day. Once you win the day, you start winning the week, and once you win the week, you start winning the month, and once you win the month,
Hmm.
you win the whole year. Small wins make big wins. So it's all about winning the moment. Like we
Yeah.
say, the decision. If a decision comes across you and your plan says, you know, I'm not gonna be on my phone during this hour. I'm gonna like we say, like this hour right here is podcast time.
Yeah.
But if someone says like, yo, bro, I need you to come with me. No, like this is not a part of my plan, it's not a part of my day, it's not a part of what I have planned for me. So why
Yeah.
would I do it? But here's the trick to this though, right? You have to have an open mind. Like like the perfect situation was me and Perry. It was the month of Ramadan. Um it was the month of Ramadan, and it was like the last 10 nights, and like your boy needed to be in the mosque. So it's like you have to have that like what's more important, right? Like
Hmm.
you have to understand like the value of certain things. Like it was the podcast or being in the mosque. You know,
I'm
any
a support
you know,
Mouse.
yeah,
Go.
yeah, like any person should say, okay, like go to the mosque, but
Yeah.
so you have to have the you have to know what the foundation is, right? And your foundation should be God.
Yeah.
So anything that when it comes to terms of God, you're gonna run to God first because He provided this for me to be able to be on the podcast. So why not go back to Him? So that's the most important thing when it comes to certain things. You have to really, really, really know what you're grounded to and know what who your creator is. That's that's what
Facts.
it is. Like if you know your creator, you don't move off feelings, you don't move off emotions, you don't move off none of that. You move off logic, you move off understanding, you move off within you because God is always with us. So once you have that, it's life is like we said, life becomes easy.
Yeah.
Growing your faith becomes easy. Growing your structure becomes easy. And the biggest thing is right. If you're able to build a structure now, you're going to be able to build a structure when you're rich or
Yeah.
whenever you got whatever you got because it doesn't change. Like your pattern that is the same. It's the pattern that got you there. It's just more advanced now. So if it's more advanced, what do you think? You're going to be more advanced now. You're going to be able to adapt to that structure now. But
Facts.
if you have no structure, how do you plan to adapt? How do you plan to change? Because like Perry said, you just running around like a duck, literally, like you just
Literally.
running around world and you see what people do. So I want to hop on that trend. That trend dies. What are you gonna do? You're die. Now you gotta go find another trend. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's really important, like we say, to really have a structured life because
That's
structure
facts.
is what. Yeah.
That's facts, bro. I like that, man. And speaking on like structure, we get into the next topic too a little bit. Talking about kindness to self. What do you think about kindness to self?
Kindness to self. If you're not kind to yourself, you won't win in life, right? Like if you can't control your heart, if you can't, tell yourself that I'm winning, I'm a winner, or if you can't bounce back, like if you
Mm.
can't bounce back in life, then it's gonna be a real, 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 real hard, long road for you. Because kindness to self it's more about bouncing back and understanding rather than actually being kind to yourself. Because we as humans we have to understand like no, it's not perfect. Life is a test. Like we're gonna fail, we're gonna win, but
Yeah.
it's all about how we respond. So kindness to self is the response to certain challenges, the response to different things. That's how I feel about it. What about you, bro?
I agree. Like kindness to self isn't necessarily just about being nice to yourself. So like if you do something wrong, it's not about oh it's okay, it's fine. It's it's myself. No, take accountability. But learn now. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Don't be nice as in, letting yourself off the hook when you know you're doing something wrong. That's not. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you're being kind to yourself technically, but that's not the kindness that you will want. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna end up hurting you in the long run. So being kind to
Yeah.
yourself is realizing when you do wrong. Okay, it's cool, it's fine. Now let's fix it. Like he said, it's how you bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just keep falling and you just allow yourself to keep falling, hee hee ha ha, you're just
Yeah.
gonna keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, and now you're gonna get to a point where it's like you're getting tired of yourself telling yourself it's
Yeah.
okay and it's not. You know what I mean? And especially when you know it's something that's not okay. I feel like most
Yeah.
of the times we know it's something that we need to change. Is we know it's something that we need to like stop doing, but we try to be so kind to ourselves that we'll let it keep happening. We'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing these things, knowing it's not good. If you know it's not good for you, cut it out your life. Stop doing it. Repent. You know what I'm saying? Turn away from it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. We make things harder on ourselves. We just got to turn away
Mhm.
from it. And it's not like you're not being kind to yourself. You're being kind to yourself, but you're just doing it in a different way. You could do something else now. Take care of
Yeah.
yourself in a different way. Maybe you be,
Yeah.
I don't know, like say you, I don't know, what's a good example of like you mess up and not correct it? I don't know. But it's just when you don't mess up,
Um.
you'll destroy something
Yeah.
later on. It just it becomes a trauma. There you go. It becomes a trauma. Like
Yeah.
for example, if I cheat on a girl and I don't take accountability from it, I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? But instead, I have to
Yes.
see, oh dang, I'm wrong. Let me take accountability. I'm wrong for this. Let me change myself. Let me work on myself. Let me stop. Why am I even looking at females like this? Why am I looking at another
Yeah.
female aside from my woman? You know what I'm saying? Then you start
Yeah.
asking yourself things like that. That's being kind to yourself. Not oh, it's fine. It's fine. I cheated. It's fine. It's cool. That's not no, because you're gonna keep doing it in the long run, and you hurting
Yeah.
more other people, and then you're gonna come across somebody that's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you don't want to run into that, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say on that.
Now that's real important too, because like, you know, the more you do things, the more it becomes like your lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So now it's not a kindness no more. It's just you fall full into sin. Like you're okay with sinning. Like you're okay with doing bad because you say you kind to yourself, you say you forgave yourself, but you constantly do it. You constantly turn back to that sin.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like for me, it was like, yo, I'm gonna stop smoking. I'm gonna take a little smoke break. But anybody hit me on a smoke, let's go smoke.
Facts.
That's not being kind to myself. You feel me? So I think it's real big and real important to understand like if you know a sin, you have to hate. Like me, I hate to sin now. Like when I sin, my heart grieves. Like my heart says stop, stop. Like my heart like
Facts.
doesn't. I can say a
Yeah.
simple curse word. Sometimes my heart be like, yo, stop a lot. Like I catch myself
Yeah.
like that because. Yeah, because sin is not normal to me no more. Even though sin was
Yeah.
normal, like I lived in sin. Like sin was like it's okay. Like I know God is forgiving, and that's the thing right there, right? This is the biggest thing I feel about this. Christian, I'm gonna start with Islam. Like Islam, we taught like God is all forgiving. We love God. Like God loves us. So like if we do sin, it's okay. We can't use that. Like that's like a glitch. Like, why would we want to use God as a glitch? Like, we should know that He's all
Facts.
forgiving, but we should also know that He's all merciful. Like, He has power over us. So, like, we can't keep all of it sinning, and don't think that we're gonna get like some type of retaliation. That's the Islamic side, right? And then Christianity side is like they believe that Jesus died for their sins, so it's okay to sin. But that's like that's the complete wrong thought because if Jesus is your God and et cetera, why like constantly sin in His name? Like you should like feel bad. Like he
I like
I don't
that.
want to say it because it's blasphemy to me, but like He died for your sins. So why are you still sinning? And why is it okay for you to sin? And why do you knowingly sin? You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think we have to really understand like the it's like tough love, right? Kindness to yourself is tough love. Like we have to be able to get over these bad and dumb things. Like it's
Yeah.
not good to us. So why do we do it? You feel me?
And I agree. Like you said, tough love. You have to give yourself tough love. You know what I mean? Like, cause nobody, other people won't give it to you. Other people might agree with what you're doing. To be honest, more than anything, because they're not gonna tell you you're doing wrong. They want you to be happy, so they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be accountable, which is why we're saying that accountability a lot. You have to be accountable and take actions for yourself and realize like, okay, I'm doing wrong. Let me stop doing this. Cause somebody, for example, like we was just talking about cheating. If I was to cheat and I was to tell some other homeboy that does the same thing, you think they gonna be like, bro, you wrong. Like you shouldn't have done that. They gonna be like, oh, word, who you did with, da 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 da. Like they gonna be happy about it. You feel me? Like instead of like, oh no, bro, you wrong. Like that's your lady. You was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Stay with her, da da da. Right? So it's like little things like that where it's like we have to have tough love for ourselves. Like we can't just be like, it's fine, it's okay, we can do it again. Like nah, bro. Like let's nip it in the bud. Stop doing it. Cut it out. And you know what I'm saying? Work on ourselves and get back
Yeah.
going. And that's real
Yeah.
kindness to yourself is getting back on track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we always talk about, if you do fail in something, coming back to God. God should be your first thing when something bad happens. So really bad shouldn't even be going on for you, right? You should always have that kindness to yourself. It's like, okay, you always thinking about God, then you shouldn't be doing it wrong, right? Like I mean, you're gonna have your times where you may do wrong, but this is why we need to go to God. You turn to God, but like they said, don't turn to God and then turn back away from Him, and then turn back to Him, turn back away. You don't want to keep turning from God, turning to God, turning from God to. That's pretty much what we're doing if we keep sinning. We looking at God and be like, dang, yeah, I'm sorry, like please forgive me, and then go back and do the same thing, and then please forgive me, go back and do the same thing. So it's like, if somebody doing that to us, like I know me, I don't like when people say, for example, people ask for help with something, I give them help, they don't take it, and then like, you know what I'm saying, then they try to come back later with some more trying to get advice. That I don't like that. So I know that God wouldn't like us doing certain things like sinning and then coming back, sinning, coming back, right? Like yes, He wants us to come back to Him, but don't mean keep sinning
There
in
we
the
go.
same way. He wants us to
Yeah.
come to him, of course. But come as you are,
Mm-hmm.
but also turn away from the things that you once were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you get
Mm-hmm.
grounded in God, you're renewed. You're a new person. You're not who you used to be. You
Yeah.
have a renewed mind. You have a renewed body, a new spirit. Like, you become a new person once you on that journey. So you can't do things that you used to do. That old life, you got to cut it out. Cut out that old
Yeah.
life. It ain't nothing to cut out the old life. And that's being real kind to yourself. Cutting out the old life. That's really being
Yeah.
kind to yourself. But yeah.
Yeah, and there's one thing I want to add that's really important too, because I think like the friends, right? The friends really matter. Like you said, the perfect example is if I tell my homeboy like, "Yo, bro, I cheated," and he hypes you up. You have to be kind to yourself and understand like that's not a good friend. So you have to like cut that friend out. But here's the thing though about sometimes like certain people, like for instance, right? If I reach out to a person and not even reach out, if a person comes to me and I give them my honest advice, the first thing they say, oh, you're too religious. But it's not about
It's
being
not
religious,
even
it's about being
religion.
obedient,
Yeah.
right? It's about being obedient. And if a person says like, oh, you're too religious, you think you know it all, and then they're not really, you should be kind to yourself and cut them out your life because like me personally, I don't think I'm a super religious guru person, right? I just think I'm a super obedient, disciplined person to where like I fear the punishment of God, to where I fear sin, I fear doing all these bad things, so I don't put myself in situations like that. And I'm that's me being kind to myself to where I don't hang around those type of people to put myself in situations like that, right? And I
Facts.
mean it's different for me because I'm in a whole other state. But even just like on social media, like I don't like get into conversations or anything like that. I protect my inner, and that's me being kind to myself because I know if I get distracted at anything else, my old self can come back. It's easy to fall back into your old self.
Yeah.
Like I'm being completely honest. It's easy to just snap back.
Okay.
But if you're kind to yourself, you won't ever snap back. You'll have a good. You'll be in flow state. You'll be in
Literally.
automatic flow state. Like you'll be very conscious of who's watching. That's what it is, right? If you're kind to yourself, you're conscious of who's watching, and you will know that God is always watching us because he's above.
He's always
He's
there.
he knows everything.
You know?
You feel me? So you want to be in that state of mind. You want to be like, okay, God is watching me. And then once you feel like God is always watching, you're very, very kind to yourself because you don't do certain things if God is watching you. It's like for instance, right? The perfect example is it's the AC the SAT going on, right? And then everyone's doing a test, and then the teacher's walking around. You're not gonna look anywhere because the teacher's walking around. So you should feel like in life, right?
Ooh.
God is always watching you, so you're not gonna sin. You're not gonna do anything that doesn't please Him because you don't want to get kicked out. You don't want to get dismissed. You don't want to get punished. You don't want none of that. You don't want your test to fail. You want to be able to walk out the classroom happily and pass the test. That's how we got to live this life, as if the teacher is God in the
Facts.
SAT room. You feel me? We want to feel like somebody's always watching us because somebody is always watching us. And if you feel like somebody's always watching you, you're going to be so kind to yourself. You're going to be so focused, so locked in to where it's like I can't mess up, and if I do mess up, I'm gonna come back to them and focus and keep going back.
Yep.
Because on the SAT, what do? We fall asleep. We have that moment of like, damn, man, this test tired.
Facts.
But we wake up, it's 30 minutes left on the test, so we're gonna do lock in. That's how you gotta be.
Yep.
That's how you gotta live this life. You feel me? Because that's what it is.
I like that, bro. And that's fire, bro, because that's really what it is, bro. That was a perfect example because we really are being watched at all times. So it's very important that you got to do what you doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? To be where you want or to where you want to go. At the end of the day, your goal should be, like we always say, to make it to heaven. So really, everything on earth doesn't really matter too much to you, right? But it shouldn't be to the point where it's like, oh, I don't care about things on earth, so I'm going to do whatever I want here. No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean as in things like materialistic things, as in things that you want to do here, you really don't need to do. You really don't have to do. Is what I mean.
Yep.
It's not that you need to do it. It's like more so you don't need to do it now. Like, you know what I mean? You don't. Because it doesn't matter. Like, it's meaningless, right? If your goal at the end of the day is to make it to heaven every day, you'll always be seeing everything as a sign from God. And that's the beauty about life.
Yep.
When you're being kind to yourself and you being grounded with God, we talk about stability and all that. When you being grounded with God, it's like you'll just see God throughout your whole entire day. Everything you do, you believe that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's God. It's God putting something in front of you.
Yeah.
It's God directing you. Oh, God, is God doing this? Why, God, you know what I'm saying? Why am I here in this position right now? What are you trying to teach me right now? That's
Right.
the mindset that you come to. You know what I'm saying? And that mindset is the most beautiful mindset you can have, because bro, nothing messes with you no more, because everything you look at it as a sign from God. And not everything, like, even
Yeah.
if it's bad, it's not a bad thing. It's just, okay, what is God trying to teach me here? Like, what can I learn from this? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think once you get into, that mindset, you just be kind to yourself. It's just easier to be kind to yourself, because it's like, I understand who's with me. I understand who I'm grounded with. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and it gives you
I like you
confidence.
said that.
It gives you strength.
Yeah. That's
It gives you
right.
strength.
That right there.
So,
Yep. That's literally what it is right there. Yeah. Like whenever you're conscious of God, like you can like for me, right? My way of like really, really getting like that connection with God is through nature, through his real creation, right?
facts.
And it can be something just as simple as looking at the clouds and seeing how the clouds move. It's like, yo, that man, not stop for yeah, forgive me. That the creator is able to move these clouds and all these things, and and I'm supposed to believe that he can't punish me so easily for sinning, right?
Facts.
Like that's how you got to think. And then, like you said, that was a beautiful example. Is like what is the meaning of this, right? In the sky, so much goes on. Like you get rain, you get big shine, like free clouds. Like that's our emotions. If you've been real, like when it's cloudy, how do you think we feel inside? Like dang, like you
Mm,
feel me? Like we're able to our emotions are in tune with nature. If you really go deep with it,
yeah.
like the moon and the sun. Like the sun is so bright. When the sun is so bright, how are we feeling? We're so high. We have high motivation. We have
Mm,
intense motivation. Like we're ready to go. But when the dark and the light comes out, what happens when this right here? Your boy spent 6 months locking in with this. Ain't even gonna cap.
ooh,
But when the moon comes out, how do we feel then? We become free. We become start doing stuff. Why? Because the moon isn't as bright as the sun, and the moon is a reflection of the sun. But if you're really in tune, you when the night comes, you come covered, because that's what the moon does, right? It gives a little bit of light during the night, because if it goes pitch black, what do you think happens in the night, right? More like crazy things comes out. So that moon is just a
mm,
little bit of light to cover to just cover you. But a true believer knows that, right? So that's why everything goes out at night.
mm.
Like think about like clubs, party, this like nightlife, woo to woo, this. It's not as bright out. Why? Because like you're not feeling as covered as watch. But when the night comes, everyone comes out. It's more life. It's more woo to woo. This. Nah, everyone got it so backwards, bro. Our brain is so backwards, and like
I
and the
like
rain,
that.
right?
That's
The
fire.
rain is so beautiful to me. Like whenever it's raining, I get excited, because when it's raining, what happens after rain, right? After rain, trees grow, plants grow. Like rain is like nourishment to the seeds. So when it's raining for us, like that's like we're in a state of like growth. Like rain equals growth. Rain is that next step of provisions and
Yeah,
blessings and all these things. Like nature really tells our lives. Like, and I'm not. This is the thing
that's
is, right?
facts.
I'm not telling you to determine your life off of nature. I'm telling you, like, be in tune with it, and
Yeah,
you will see how your life is going. You will see the pattern and the way it's set up. For real, for real.
that's fire, bro. Like you said, be in tune, be aware of, you know,
Be aware.
um,
Yeah.
nature around you. I like that you said that,
Yeah.
because even I like to go, like, when I go on my little walks, I like to look at the trees, because they're just like us, right? Like, they were planted seeds thousands of years ago, but it took time for it to grow to be a big tree, right? And it's just like
Mhm.
some of us. We plant our seeds at a young age. Hopefully, if you working towards something, you placed it at a young age, and you just kept watering it over time, and eventually it'll grow, right? We're just like
Yep.
trees. Eventually we'll grow. Eventually your business will grow. Whatever you plant in seeds with, but it'll grow, but it'll take time. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing is it'll take time. And there's never no like you never seen a tree stop growing. Have you ever seen a tree stop growing? No, right? A tree is always growing, even if it's just a little bit. Maybe if it's just a little bit by the year, it's a little bit, a little bit. But I'm sure every day it's growing, at least 1%, right?
Yeah.
So that me realizing that is like, okay, we're just like trees. We get to grow every day. So there shouldn't be no reason for a day that we stop growing. Why are we gonna stop growing? What do we? You know what I'm saying? We only either getting better or we getting worse. And I don't see no trees outside not growing. You know what I'm saying? All seasons, by the way, it'll grow.
That's
So
facts. That's facts. And there's one big thing I want to add about trees, right? Because trees to me is one of the most beautiful things, right? Because trees come in different forms, different shapes and size, right? And the bigger the tree is, the more grounded it is, and the more stable it is to not be blown over by the wind. Now let me tell you this. This is gonna be crazy. This my brain flies. Like this, how beautiful it is. Whenever it's blowing super super hard, whenever it's windy, you're going through a lot. That's what it is. Like wind is going through a lot. Things are getting removed, things are getting replaced. Like that's what that wind equals. But a strong tree, a strong fountain, like we're like the trees, right? A strong rooted tree is not gonna budge to the wind. It's not gonna budge to the hardship. It's not gonna budge to the new arrivals. It's gonna be firm. It's gonna be stable. It's not gonna go. And the next beautiful thing about a tree is it branches off, right? Like it's grounded to one thing. It's rooted to one thing. It has one big root. It's grounded one thing, but it branches off. So for me, right? I'm gonna give myself the example. My root, my stem is God, right? And then through all that, I have my purpose. My purpose is inspired. So through that branch is podcast, clothing brand, mentorship, this, it's just branching off, branching off, branching off, branching off. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And like I said, trees come in different shapes and sizes. And a smaller tree is going to be a person who's not really grounded and who's not really rooted. And so when that wind comes, guess what's going to happen? You get knocked off. You get broken. Yes. So like you said, trees don't shrink. Trees only can grow, but trees can snap. Like we can, as humans, our emotion can snap. We can fall off. We can break. So I'm telling you, whenever you just go outside and just relax your brain and just really lock in with the trees and nature and beauty and all these things around you, you're gonna be like, whoa. Like it's like being a kid. We have to be like kids more, right? Like kids go outside and say, "Oh, mommy, look at that cloud." We have to be like, "Dang, bro, look at that cloud. What the what? Like what?" You feel me? We gotta have that mindset because whenever you do that, you become in tune with God. It's His creation, right? You're admiring His creation. You're not admiring money. You're not admiring followers. You're not admiring none of these things. You're admiring the one thing that's sent from God. So.
And I want to add to that. And I want to add probably the main important thing, to be honest, is like through all this with like nature and all this, when coming to God, is just remembrance of who you are at the end of the day. Because you remembering who you are, you keep growing and remembering who you are, these things you'll naturally connect with them because you'll realize you're connected to everything. Everything is connected. If you remember who you are, you realize you're connected to everything. Literally, I'm connected to the lights in my room. Like, if I knew some way somehow, I probably could even turn off the light with just standing here. You feel me? Like we're that connected to everything. Like it's real though. We connected to everything, but I don't know how to. But obviously, like that's how connected you have to believe you are to everything, and you really are. So I like that you said that. Like you have to remember who you are and why you connected to everything. So
and the thing is, like, right, if you really remember who you are and stuff and to creation, you would know that we're more powerful than a tree, right? Because we have consciousness. We like an animal, right? Animals do the same thing we do. They need to eat, they need to breathe, they need to sleep, they need to use the bathroom, all these things, right? But they don't have a consciousness. They can't think how we think. So we're more powerful than the animal. So we do come include with the animal, like, dang, like no way, like the animal's doing this. You're thinking about that, and then you have to like come to another high level, like, yo, bro, like I'm better than this animal. Like you start to be like, okay, if this animal is able to do this, I should be able to do more than this animal, right?
Yep.
And then like at the trees, like for example, the trees is like it's strong. If the trees can be strong and tight and firm, I
I
can be
can.
tight and firm. You feel me? So that's what happens when you really come include like I mean in tune with nature and the things around you because it's like you know everything on earth is living. Like every living thing on earth has one purpose, and humans, animals, nature, all these things, and the purpose is to respond to God. It's literally like, we skip that.
Mm.
Like an animal is to respond to God, trees to respond to God, humans to respond to God. Like all these
Mm.
things is to worship God. You feel me? And so like once
Facts.
you realize that, you feel me? That yeah, like we all have the same purpose on life. Like what's your tree purpose on life? You think a tree person purpose is just to be here? No, like it has a creator. Like God created the tree, so it's meant to worship God in some way. You feel me? Like everything is meant to
I like
worship
that.
God. Literally everything. Like an animal. Like that's why I say like sometimes like humans can be like a animal, right? Like they 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 don't use their consciousness, but they just worship God. They just live. They just live because God gave them life.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. Like humans who, no, it's humans who don't believe in God, right? Like the people who say, "Oh, I don't believe in a creator," this and this, like the atheists and all that crazy stuff like that. I'm like, bro, like what are you on earth for? You feel me? Like, there's no way you normally like if you like, come on, my guy. That's what I be telling him. Like, I be like, yo, like, that's more scary than an animal. Like, you're just like an animal. Like, you're deaf, dumb, and blind. Like, you just on the earth walking. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way you believe that somebody created you. You feel me? So, like, everything is made with purpose. Real life.
I agree, bro. I like that,
Real
bro.
life.
I like the way you put that because that's very important, bro. I feel like a lot of people, don't think like there's a creator, but you had to be here somehow, some way, somehow. Like, even if you just want to be like, oh, like my mom had me, my dad had me, but it's like it goes even deeper. You just have to keep digging deep, and I feel like people don't
Yep.
keep digging. Like whether or not, like regardless of how far back you go, it'll always go back to God, and that is why I always say, remember to start. Who started it all?
Hmm.
God at the end of the day. And like he said, everything is worshiping God. And I like that because I never that went over my head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on earth every day for some reason, man. You feel me? But nah, no, but like for real, like everything is literally here from God. And that's truth.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even the things that you're looking at right now, your phone right now,
Yeah.
like is
Yeah.
created, right? But it had to be.
Hmm.
It was an idea, a thought that God gave somebody. Feel me? So,
Yeah.
that's facts, bro. I like that.
Yeah. Everything is meant. Everything is from like literally from God. Like, and then every living thing worships God. Like every human, every animal, every tree, the ocean. The ocean worships God. Think about that. Like it's the earth is made up of so much water. That body of water worships God. You feel me? Like think about that. That's
Facts.
crazy. Every animal in the world water worships God. Like think about that. And for us to think that like for us to say, the thing is like God, in my opinion, I swear that's how I feel. Like God doesn't need us. We need God. Like that's the only way we live. Like, cause God is so much creation that worships him. You think if one person will worship him, he falls? No, he's him. He's
Yeah.
forever gonna be him. Like he doesn't need us. We need him. His
Facts.
angels up there worshiping him already. So what do you think you think I can replace an angel? No. Like we that's why it's important to pray. It's important to remember. It's important to to avoid sin.
Mm.
Because like our goal, like we say, is to get to heaven and to live for God. Like stop for the lie, y'all forgive me for saying this, but Christians feel like God died for their sins. That doesn't make sense because why would God die for us? What is
Facts.
that do for him? Like what does him dying do for us? Like we supposed to die for him. He gave us life, so you don't think I want to die for the person that gave me life? So you don't think I want to live right for the person that gave me life? I
Mm.
didn't give God life for him to die for me. What the like
That's facts.
there's be stuff like that just go over my head. Like I gotta miss that one. Like there's no way my God gonna die for me when I want to die for him. when I live for him, when I live to please him, when I live to get to him. Like what? How? It don't make sense to me. Like,
Oh,
and
no.
then it's just full of this is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy.
Hey,
That's what it
that's
be, man.
facts, bro. That's facts, though, bro. That's facts. And
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of
It's
people won't
like,
understand that, bro. And it comes down to wanting to learn. Not being ignorant. Just I feel like
yeah, it's the ignorance. Yeah,
um
it's
we
ignorance.
especially like with what's going on in the world. Like a lot of people's overlooking. What's going on, right? Like I don't even want to get
This
into
war is
that,
so
but
serious.
but
I'm gonna
yeah,
say it.
like
This war is so serious. Like everybody talking about gas prices. Don't get me wrong. What we do, but our life is more serious. Like
right,
if Trump does what he's gonna do in these next, if he drops that bomb on Iran, God is my witness. America's cooked. I'm gonna keep it that way because America is a Christian country. So everyone here praying to Jesus, 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 and Jesus is praying to the Father. And the people and the Muslims over there in Iran, they praying to the Father, and the Father is hiding the Son. So people say, "Oh, America army so strong, this and this." America army is not stronger than God. I tell you that much. Wallahi,
facts.
like it's not the lie. Forgive me. Like if Trump does what he's gonna do, we're cooked. And this war's going over everyone's head. They're not understanding like it's the Jews. It's the Jews controlling the Americans. We might end up getting banned because of this. Let's chill. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Yeah, yeah, we might. Yeah, it,
Because
they might.
this is
Yeah,
scary. It's
it
real
is
life
scary,
scary. And
bro.
the thing is, the Quran, bro, it talks about. That's why I'm not scared. Though. I swear, like, wallahi, like stuff like, forgive me, like, I
Facts.
swear, I like, it's in here, bro. It talked about this long, long time ago, bro. That Quran tells the Muslims already. So that's why the Muslims don't fear this, bro. Because the people in Iran, they don't fear Trump. They know Trump like can't mess with God, bro. I bet right now all them boys playing right now together.
Yeah,
While America trying to figure out some tactic. All they doing is relying on God. That's the thing we do, right?
facts, because
We
they're
don't we
culture
rely on
based, and
God.
it's like, why are we destroying cultures? I I had to
Mhm.
question
Why
that,
are we
bro.
fighting? Like we Christians and Muslims supposed to love each other. Like we supposed to be one. Why are we fighting them over there?
Facts.
Don't make sure. Trump a Jew. That's why I don't like them Jews. But stop for the lie. I mean I love Jews, but Trump,
Yeah.
bro. Trump be losing me. But everybody distract. It's a clear. What's distracting is that gas price though. Like don't get the gas price is
Yeah.
high, but that's the real distraction right there. Everybody thinking about gas price, gas price, gas price, gas price, gas price. But we finna go into a full on war. Like every continent finna go at war. Like think about it. Trump kicked Mexicans out of Mexicans back into Mexico. So now we lost that army. Like they don't mess with us. So we got to go against them. And you got to think this dude bombed Venezuela. Now we don't got none of the islands. Venezuela is spawned none of them. And then he Canada above us. The dude just messed up with them. So now we got so many nations around us finna attack a USA all because Trump. But don't get me wrong, like
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
at the end of the
like
day, all I know is when it's my time,
I'm
hey,
good. Yeah.
I'm ready to go out there with him. So it is what it is, man. Do what y'all gotta do.
Yeah.
But hey, that I feel like I
I
agree
said,
too. Like I'm not scared because like, bro, if it's my time, hey, bro, I know that you know what I'm saying. I hopefully, God forbid, I make it up with that with
yeah,
him. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah. I
whatever
mean,
go
if it
here,
comes
it's
down to
like
it,
it is what it is.
yeah.
But
I said I just want to have kids before I die. Like, let me have a kid. Like that's what I said. Like that's all I want, bro. Like let me
nah,
have a kid.
facts, facts.
But
That is real, bro. It
the
it,
war,
it, it is bad, man. And we kind of went off topic, bro. We kind of went off topic
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
crazy, but you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, but it is something that needed to be told because there's a lot of people that are clueless to what's going on in the world. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. We wanted to
Especially
let
females. Females are all the way lost.
you.
I ain't, females. I feel so bad for females, bro, because females like my lady. I'm gonna keep it about like my lady be losing me. I'm like, yo, like, do you know what's going on right now? He's like, no, I'm just on TikTok. Okay, okay. See how far TikTok gets you.
Yeah,
See how far TikTok gets you.
it's getting bad out here, bro. TikTok, bro. TikTok going, man. Okay.
It's getting bad, bro. Y'all gotta.
I lock in,
I don't
man.
know. Gotta lock in, bro.
But yeah, man. I mean, shoot, what's it? We gonna go ahead in there, right, man? What's your closing words for the day, man? What's your
Oh
closing words for
man,
the day, man?
my closing word is gonna be believe to see. You feel me? Don't see to believe. Believe to see.
I like that.
Trust the process. Keep going, keep showing up, and just have patience and gratitude. That's my words.
Yes, sir. And my words for the day is just gonna be remembrance. Just remember who you are. Remember, who it is, who's your creator. And remember why you're here on Earth. And yeah, just remembrance, bro. Just remember. Just keep remembering, but learn too. Don't just remember. Even like if you remember about old things in your life, don't just just don't sit on it. Reflect from it and learn from it. If you gonna remember something about the past, learn from it. But yeah, remembrance. That's gonna be my closing words for today, man. Hopefully y'all, what I'm saying, enjoyed this live, man. It's episode 31. We'll be back next Tuesday for episode 32 at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully y'all show up, man. Love y'all, man. Be safe, be blessed. We out of here, man. Peace.